Okay, classroom and well, let's get started. Are you ready for the first question? Okay, we get started with part 1 and just like always, I ask you some questions, of course. You answer and then I correct and we talk about, well, the first question. So tell me, how do you feel about advertisements? Just, are you a big fan of ads or no? You feel like they're extra?
When I was young, I used to be a big fan of advertisement about toys or some grocery items. Yeah, I was really keen on some advertisements which are colorful. Yeah, colorful, and it had some cartoon character. But now I feel some. But now I'm not really interested in advertisement due to its extravagance in the content of adverts.
Well, so now, so in the past, so you said that when I was young, so of course, so you're so young, so younger is better here. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about your answer. That is, it was good actually, and it was great start. I liked it. Okay, so I used to be a big fan of advertisement about toys or you said some grocery, right? Grocery items. Okay, well, so I was a big fan. I like it, but I used to be a huge fan of ads, especially those. So this one is better. So about no. So I used to be a huge fan of advertisement, especially those promoting, yeah, toys and, for example, the other item. So promoting. Uh, and you said that I was really keen on, right? You use keen on. Okay, so what word we can use to make it, for example, band, actually an answer appropriate for band 8 or maybe higher. So you can say that I was really drawn to. I was really drawn, okay, to what? For example, to colorful commercials. Okay, so here you know that um, advertisement, when it comes to what you watch and see on TV, you can use commercial, okay? So commercials are those that you can see on TV, okay? Well, and maybe some of them were just cartoon characters. And you said that it was really maybe interesting. So you can say captivating, attractive, interesting, captivating. Okay. So these days, you are not particularly interested in actually advertisements anymore. Why? Mainly because of the exaggeration and over the top content. Okay, so I want to give you two words here. So the first one, of course, you know it and you use it. Exaggeration. Okay. Then the next one, that is over the top content. Over the top content. What is it? Okay. What is the meaning of, so over the top, that is an idiom. Actually, that is more than normal. abnormal, more than actually what is considered suitable. So, it's like, somehow some contents are too much. So this is actually the idiom over the top. That is more than what is normal or suitable. So some of them, and of course they are exaggerated as we just talk, and sometimes actually they can be misleading. They make it confusing. They normally give wrong ideas, so they can be misleading. Okay, that is, they give wrong idea. Okay, so it can be so about anything, and maybe impression. So that they're really impressive and they are convincing. So you watch something on TV and then you buy. So it's like sometimes they might give you just wrong ideas and impression, so they can be misleading. And sometimes the word, maybe you heard it, like the word sensation or sensational. What is that? For example, the debut of BTS was really sensational. What is it? It makes you feel really interested, excited about something. Now you can use it. How? For example, you can say, I feel they are misleading or sensationalized. Sensationalized. What is that? They can put you off. What is that? Actually, they're presented in a way that actually provoke interest, excitement. You are excited to buy something. So I think this word can be really good. Of course, you need to practice. Okay, this one, sensationalized, that is, they make you feel really interested. So, or for example, really excited about something. Okay, so actually, to be intended to, for example, provoke interest or excitement. Okay, well, this is another version of your answer. Your answer was really good. Now, just adding a few words and phrases, and then you can make it better, okay? Well, let's keep going with the next question. Okay, I will ask you the next question, and of course, we will talk about it. The next question for you, is there much advertising in your country?
Well, there are a diversity of commercials in my country. Well, well, um, it's dedicated to the various sections, naming about the factions, infections, or in the cooking, like cooking ingredients, or sometimes it's about work stationery. Yeah.
Well, okay, so yeah. Okay, so how to end it? Do you remember I told you that when you want to finish your answer, because I'm waiting, because I think that you want to continue, so you need to end it, like, close your sentence, okay? Yeah, the variety of commercials. Of course, there are the variety of commercials in my country. So diversity of commercials. If I were you, I would say variety. I don't know. Variety is better. So because you mean a range of different types of something, so variety is better. So variety of commercials. Okay. Well, that is different type of it. Yes. And they reflect, they show, of course, they reflect like maybe different interest, okay, for this, about this or that. Okay, what did you say? You said that uh, it's an indicator like this to the various sections, right? Indicator to the various section. You said something like this, right?
Cater.
Cater or indicator?
Cater.
Okay, cater. Okay, very good. Well, good. Could you please repeat that sentence again? They cater?
And they cater to the various sections, namely fashion,
If I were you, they catered first cater for
uh,
something. If I were you, I would say they reflect the diverse interest of different segments of society. Oh, it's too much. What was that? Okay, but it's good. So which means different sectors, different parts. So let me write. It means people with different interests. So you can say they reflect. Okay. Uh, diverse interests of, maybe you said different sectors. After I say segment, different of society. This one is so different parts. Okay, so first of all, diverse interests, a wide range of preferences. You can also say this, a wide range of preferences. So why not? They reflect a wide range of preferences, okay? And segments of society, group of people with similar characteristics, with similar interest. So this one means segments of society, means like a group of people with similar interest. Okay, this is actually the way. You can also use the paraphrase, so no force. This one is actually because we want to make our answers, yeah, more advanced, appropriate for band 8, 8.5, 9. So we have to use, okay? But of course, you can use exactly the paraphrase of them. Well, and what else? For example, you said healthcare products. You said something like this. I'm not sure. Did you say like healthcare? I'm not sure. Did you say healthcare? Stationery, like you say cooking. Cooking ingredients. You said yes, cooking ingredients, and some, for example, some commercials highlight cooking, okay, ingredients. I like this one. Okay. And I don't know, like, or kitchen essentials, what you need. Kitchen essentials, what you need. Okay. And this can be like stationary items, as you said. Actually, I think that this, variety, diversity shows how advertising targets specific consumer needs. So commercials target specific consumer needs. So whatever you want. So this is, of course, your another version of your answer. Okay. Well, keep going. Just, if you feel like that you have any questions related to the words and phrases that I use, you can ask. If no, we can keep going with the next question. Yeah? No question? Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, very good. Well, okay, the next question, again, part one. Do you ever stop watching things because of ads?
Yes, a lot of absolutely yes. Because for to illustrate, uh, during uh, studying the like the video of the video of lecture on the YouTube. Yeah, I am usually interrupted by some commercials on YouTube. I think this I think this advertisement is appeared between oh, appear on YouTube owing to the money of investor or some I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
Well, okay, so Don, talk about
Mhm.
it. Okay, very good. Well, absolutely yes. Especially, yeah, I know what you mean. So just pop-up ads. You're watching something and suddenly you see something. Of course, it's really annoying. So, for example, you said yes, absolutely, because to illustrate. No, just use for example. I like this one. That is more natural. Like, for example, I'm watching a video, just, a lecture video, just on YouTube to study. And I'm often interrupted by ads. Okay? Which can be quite distracting. You know that they are distracting. They distract you. You're doing something and, they make you confused. And what is that? Actually, it's not because of the money of investor sponsorship, you mean. You mean they are paid promotion or sponsor sponsorship. Okay, that is sponsorship deal. So they have contract. So like this. Okay. So actually, these advertisement, what you want to say is that these advertising appear because of sponsorship deals or paid promotions. Okay, and funded by the actually investors. So you can say funded by investors. Okay, funded by investors or maybe advertisers. So it's like, we have no idea. So actually, let me talk about this word sponsorship deal. That is an agreement like contract, okay, where companies pay or someone pay to promote their product. So this is a contract and they have to. This is the first one. And we have paid promotions here. Again, advertisement paid, okay, by a company, paid for by a company to promote a product or service. So both of them, okay, they're like investor, of course, you used it. And we have another group that is advertisers. And actually, they are companies or maybe, I don't know, individuals, not only company people, maybe, who promote product or services. So we have advertiser and investor, so both group. And actually, I think that after all, platforms like YouTube rely on ad revenue to operate. So what is that? Ad revenue. This is income. I like they rely on YouTube, of course, heavily rely on, that dependent on ad revenue. What is ad revenue? Actually, that is income, money comes from ads. So income generated or comes from ads. This is ad revenue. So because of this, they have to do it. Okay. Or you can say advertising income. So both of them are the same. Okay. What are you doing? Are you searching something? Because I feel like that. So what's going on there? Like,
I'm not searching. I'm just type again.
You're typing what I'm typing?
Yeah.
Oh, you can just, have a screenshot. It's better. So because, maybe, okay, I can help you. Okay. So let me put them, okay, while you're typing. So let me help you. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Here, you're welcome. Now you can see them better. Segment of society, I mean this. Okay. Diverse interest, that is a wide range. Here, let me put them here. Okay. Highlight cooking and sponsorship deal funded by investors. Paid promotion and sponsorship deal funded by investor. Okay, so, well, and ad revenue, that is income generated from ads. So YouTube heavily relies on this actually ad revenues because if they don't have ads, they can't. So they rely on. Okay. The next one, so have you ever bought something just because of the ad that you watched on TV, those, commercials?
Mm, obviously, yes. Um, well, well, I had a, for example, I had a chance to meet the Grammarly app. Like this app is really useful in modifying the essay, yeah, or grammar, yeah, essay. So it's really and it's helped me a lot in writing essay, academic essays, or Notion, yeah, Notion. I met Notion on on YouTube, and it's helped me to scale to arrange my timetable a lot in if it's efficiently, yeah, yeah, and
Very
this.
good. Okay. Well, so just before we talk about your answer, actually, I want to talk about something that is really important. Well, so let's do something. Your answers are really good, but they are just, like in the air at the end. Just try to close them. Okay, that is really important. Okay, find a sentence. Okay, how you can do it. Sometimes we don't have, I have nothing to say anymore. What can I do? Just easily summarize, highlight your main points. Just this. So in conclusion, after all, or for example, finally, so different words that you can use, and then just summarize what you said, and that is perfect. Well, okay. You said that, for example, I had a chance to, could you say to find the Grammarly app, something like this, to see it? You can say that if you want to use something that found by chance, you can say come across. Come across is better. So I once, came across the Grammarly app, which, turned out to be incredibly, of course, useful for editing, that essays. and of course, correcting grammatical mistakes. So that is really good. This app is really, you said this app is really useful in modifying the essay or grammar. Now let's make it better. So you can say that it's incredibly, I want to give you an adverb that is really useful, okay? Incredibly, this one is better, and useful is good for editing essays and, of course, correcting grammar mistakes. Yeah, of course, that is really good. And you said that it's really helped me in writing my academic essays. That is really good. But I can say that it helped me to, polish just my academics or make improve. Okay, so what is the meaning of this word? Okay, that is make your writing clearer, better, more, improve it. So improve is the easiest to make it clearer, to make it better, to improve it. Okay, and so just you talked about Notion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. I'm not sure. You said I met Notion, something like this. What was the verb that you used? Because I'm not sure. I'm asking you.
Met. Verb to.
No, no. Discover. Don't use. Definitely not. Not for Grammarly, not for Notion. Don't. I discovered. I discovered Notion, okay, through a video on YouTube. Through a video on, of course, YouTube or just, many, maybe another platform. And of course, you said that I want to give you a really good one. Like, it helped me to arrange my timetable. So that was really good. Efficiently. Yeah, that was really good. Efficiently, a good word. I like it. And actually, you can say that it's been a really good app because in terms of organizing my schedule, yeah, maybe in terms of my schedule. This one is better. What is my case? Okay, so this one is better. And of course, managing my time. Oh. And managing my time. Okay, so this way is better. And I want to give you a good idea, and you can use it a lot. What is that? A game changer. For example, Notion is a game changer. Why? Game changer, something that actually significantly change, okay, like, changes the outcome or the way of doing something. So because it could change, so you can say, so something that significantly changes the way of doing things, or for example, something. So everything, so any app, anything that you use, and it can change that. Okay, can change, so you can use. So I think Notion is a game changer. Grammarly can be a game changer. Practica is a game changer, really game changer. So I know if you've heard, like, people use it to improve the speaking skills. Really good app. So I think this one is a game changer. Okay. Wow. And Let's keep going. Okay. Well, what kind of places do you see a lot of ads?
There are various places that I come across the commercials naming some naming the billboard on the highway, or sometimes the posts on social media or the video on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, or sometimes it's in the YouTube clip, like some influencer. Yeah, uh they ad. Do you know the verb of advertisement? Advertise.
Advertise,
Yeah,
advertise. Yes.
yeah. They advertise. Um, they advertise this produce due to having some paid promotion. Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. First of all, thank you so much. You use the word that I give you just, right away, and I really like it. Perfect. So it's really good because normally it takes time for student to think and then try, and that is really good. Just immediately the next question, the next answer, that is perfect. Thank you so much. You're smart. It makes me really happy. So thank you.
Oh,
That is
thank
really good.
you.
Yeah, really, really, because that is really normally candidate or student normally do this. For example, they make some notes, then they watch the video again, and then, for example, the next session when I ask question, they can use. But you do definitely different. So that is perfect. Excellent, smart. Wow,
Oh,
that was
thank
really
you.
good. Well, okay, you talked about billboards because you said that commercials, just on the highway. So they are billboards. Yes, of course, we see a lot. So this is the first one. Let me write it here. So we have billboards. Yes, that is, yeah, something that you see and just highway or, for example, along, especially along the highway. Yeah. And of course, you have some, use it on social media. Use it sometimes post on social media. What are those posts? What they're called? They are sponsored posts. It means they pay money. So they are sponsored posts on social media. So of course, you see a lot. And even maybe in the middle of YouTube, just, video. So you're watching something and then you see they are sponsored posts or videos or, for example, ads. And actually nowadays, you can see ads everywhere. So you can say this. Honestly, or actually, the word of advertising is everywhere nowadays. So you can say this one. Okay. The word of advertising is everywhere nowadays. Okay, everywhere nowadays. And of course, it's, I think, almost impossible to avoid. We can't avoid it. It's impossible to avoid. So we can see everywhere. We can't do anything. And of course, massive industry that influences how we think and what we do, what we buy. So actually, this industry is a massive. It's a massive industry that influences are, of course, what we think, what we buy, okay, and how we thing, and of course, etc. So that is really okay. We can say it has big impact on actually, we can say on what our opinion, thoughts, and what we buy. Well, so the word of advertising, as you can see here, this is the actually phrase that I just typed here. Yeah, that means this industry, the industry of ads, okay? It's very everywhere nowadays. What is the meaning? You can use it a lot. Everywhere nowadays means it's really common expression, means very frequent, widespread. So the meaning of it, very frequent, and of course is widespread. So let me put this here. This is the meaning of nowadays. Just let me change this. Okay, where is my W? I can see it. Okay, we have a W here. Okay, well, so, and of course, impossible to avoid means you see everywhere. You can't do anything about it. So, but you can use all these phrases or the phrases that you can use for different contexts, not only about ads, but yeah, everywhere nowadays. Well, let's keep going with part 3. Okay, my first question, this one is different, so let's see. Okay, my first question of part 3, what makes an advertisement effective?
Effective.
Yes,
Effective.
it can, like, for example, so that it affects your choice. It influences you, effective.
Oh, okay. I think it's about the the marketing in the marketing of commercials, like means the advertisers and the advertiser and these corporations use the marketing, like the marketing accessories, yeah, accessories to get like to capture the everyone attraction to their items, or to their items, and these are marketing strategies, like they evokes the consumers curiosity, and their soul to buy this product. Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay, so of course, there may be a number of factors like that's make an advertisement like maybe effective, useful, and good. Okay, well, so use it in the market of commercials, right? Yes.
I
Okay.
so in that time I don't like I didn't think of the word like strategies, like in that time I mean.
Don't worry. I got it. Actually, I got what you said. So don't worry about it. I totally know that what you said. So no worries. So let's talk about in the marketing of commercials. Just that is really important. When you say commercial, you directly talk about TV commercial or radio. But when you say ad is actually general word for billboard, pops up, actually, social media posts, so everything. So here, instead of commercial, it's better to use the word of advertisement, advertising. This one is better. Yes, marketers and corporations use so marketer and corporations. Okay, you said advertisers and the corporations, and I like it, but I say marketers and corporations. So I like this one. Okay, marketers and corporation use a range of course, you said like marketing strategies. Yeah, I say the range of strategic techniques. Strategic, that one is better. Techniques, okay? To why? Because they want to actually, you say to capture everyone's attention. I like the word capture. I use it again, but I say to capture the public's attention. Capture, okay, the public's attention. I like this one. Okay, you said everyone, but I say public, why not? And of course, you said these marketing strategies like, evoke. Yeah, the consumer's curiosity. Yes, it's good. Actually, you can say these marketing maybe strategies are designed to spark. So, are designed what? To spark, okay, like curiosity. What is that? And of course, even they appeal to the emotion. So let me write, then I will give you the meaning. Okay, let me finish it. Okay, or even emotions, for example, of consumers. What is that? Now let's talk about those phrases. The first one, you said strategy. I say strategic technique. Exactly the same. So of course, like plans, methods, okay? So to achieve a goal, so we know that. To capture public, of course, attention, exactly the same as you use, just I replace everyone to public. Spark, so you know that you know the meaning of the word curiosity, so that is really, but when you make people interested, then you want to know more. That is spark, okay? And if I want to give you a synonym, intrigue is a good synonym for it. But spark, like make people feel interested. So to know more. Okay, this is the meaning of this. Okay. And of course, the next one here, appeal to the emotions of consumers. What is the meaning? It means make people feel like, something that influences their decision. So emotionally actually connect, people emotionally connect. So that thing actually emotionally affects their decision. They feel like, oh, it's such a good person, like this. So we can say that actually emotionally connect. So these type of, ads actually emotionally connect consumers. Like, they feel like, okay, let's buy it. They are convincing. Okay. Well, of course, and they can easily make a purchase. I don't want to say buy, so I say make a purchase. Purchase instead of to buy. Both are the same. This one is better. Okay. Well, okay, keep going with the next period. Well, let me see the next question. Okay. Just let me say something about this word, spark. Okay, the only verb. This verb, as a verb, means to cause. To cause. Okay, yeah. So to provoke, to cause. Okay, this one. For example, I don't know, some comments on social media spark, okay, I don't know, for example, something, I don't know, like, for example, a heated debate or something like this. Or that movie, for example, sparked my interest in science, caused. Okay, so spark means cause.
So spark curiosity is synonyms with.
It causes that people feel curious. Okay.
It does it a synonym with pique the curiosity?
Yes, can be. Not pick. Let me say something. Because pick can be like, something somehow, yes, you can use. Yes. But maybe somehow different. Okay. But you can say that if I want to, yes, talk about the meaning, yes, can be, but they're little slightly different. So it cause the other word, like, just grab someone's just interest and attention. So slightly different, but yes. Well, number 2, what is the purpose of advertising?
Purple. Do you repeat your question again?
Of course. So what is the purpose of advertising? The reason, the
Um,
purpose.
I think the main purpose of a commercial that is about the sponsorship deals. Yeah, and the soul of having lots of profits from corporation. Yeah, I think so. So um, marketers are merged with corporations to make marketing strategies in commercials, and they use these advertisements to to um, to have emotionally connect with the consumers, and simultaneously spark a curiosity, spark a people curiosity. Yeah, and I think finally they can have some ad revenue. Yeah.
Very good. Perfect. Very good. Of course, you could also use your word because you use this. So why not? You can say pick. So if you use that was correct. So I want to say that both are really good and you can use both of them. Here you use actually spark, but you could also use that was correct. Well, okay, I think the main purpose of advertising. So let's talk about it. I think for speaking part 3, we don't say I think. I believe. You know that. Don't use I think. I believe. Wherever you want to say that, I think just say that. No, no, not I think. I believe. The main purpose of commercial or, for example, ads, you said actually is about sponsorship deals. It's good. Let's make it better. Say actually is tied to sponsorship deals. This one is better. And of course, the goal, the final, the ultimate goal is, what is it? So for example, of maximizing profits. They want to make more profit. So, and ultimate goal is to, like, maximizing profits, like, to make more profit, the most benefits. Okay. And of course, marketers, as we just, often use it, cooperation to make marketing like something, this strategies in commercials. I heard something like this. Marketers merge
Market.
with, I heard, yeah. Could you say
Yeah.
again? Could you say
Marketers merge with corporations to make
very
their marketing strategies.
perfect? Okay. Now, merge. I would go for marketers often collaborate. Collaborate, okay, with companies, okay, to create, of course, to create strategic advertising campaigns. To create strategic advertising, okay, campaigns. Yes. And of course, to what? To emotionally, actually, why these commercials are designed to emotionally connect with consumers. And of course, Spark, I love it. That was really good. Just the only collaborate to work with. This one is better to be partner. So this one is better. And of course, they try to emotionally connect with consumers. Yes. Okay. And of course, this way they can make a lot of money. What is that? They can easily actually make a lot of money from, advertising. They can generate significant ad revenue. They can generate significant ad revenue. Do you remember I told you income that, comes from ads? So this is the end of actually your answer. Okay. This way they can generate significant ad revenue. Okay. Well, and that's it. Any questions related to this parade?
No.
No? Okay, just this. We talked about ads, and I think we have a lot of words that can be helpful to boost your score. And thank you for being perfect, like always. And have a wonderful week. And of course, happy your holiday. You have a holiday, I know that. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah, so happy, just enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Goodbye. See you.
Yeah, see you. Have a good
Goodbye.
day.
Of course, you too. Goodbye.
Bye.